Hey everyone, it's Drew again. Happy New Year's to everyone on the East Coast and Midwest. Um, Welcome to 2012. I'm just kind of hanging out in my house, drinking a Mike's Hard because I'm a wimp and I don't like beer. So my resolutions for the year, though, is to develop a taste for beer. So maybe next year. Maybe. But anyway, I just wanted to make a video on like trans identity and kind of how it's kind of weird to me in a way. Like, okay, my point is, I was on Tumblr the other day. I tumble pretty often. I like it, and I follow a lot of trans guys. That's mostly why I go on Tumblr is to follow trans guys and whatever. But anyway, a couple of the guys I follow, they don't see themselves as trans or like in the trans community at all, and they see their their transsexualism as purely medical condition. Like they're bio guys who were born with essentially a terrible birth defect, which by the way is a totally valid way of thinking, and some days I entirely agree with them. Um, So just put that out there. I think it's entirely valid. So anyway, but anyway, it got me thinking like how trans people are so different from other sub communities in the broader LGBTQ PSTVZ community, however many letters there are now, the Alphabet Soup Club, I like to call it. Um, my point is though, like trans people, it's like we realize we're trans, we come out, everything, oh, you're trans, oh my god, blah, 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 and it's like a big deal. And we go on hormones for like for life. But after, a year to 2 years, like nobody really knows anymore. Like it's not a big deal. You, at least for trans men, you look like every other guy on the planet. If maybe you're a little short and kind of have small feet, like it's fine. Nobody would pick you out in a crowd. Typically, not always, but typically. And then it's like we go back into the closet, kind of, not intentionally always, but it's like we look like men, or like just bio men, and nobody knows we're trans unless we tell them. But that's kind of weird. Like, hi, my name's Drew and I'm a trans man. Like, if I had like a beard or was on tea for a while, that'd be kind of weird. It'd be kind of weird now, but it'd be even weirder if I had a beard. But I don't know. Obviously, this isn't true of all trans people, but I just feel like we're really prone to like jumping from closet to closet. And I don't know. I was kind of wondering like if that's a good thing or a bad thing in a way. Because it's like obviously it's a lot easier for trans people to just be in the closet after we're on hormones or whatever. Because if you're obviously being in the closet as trans, if you're a homosexual trans person, that's different. Not really the same thing in a way. But if you're a gay man, like people are gonna know you're gay because they're gonna see out with your boyfriend and your husband. Assuming you're out of the closet, which most gay men nowadays are, I would say, a good percentage. More and more every day, which is great. But trans people aren't like that. Like, unless you sleep with a trans person or they tell you, like, if they've been on hormones a while, you're just not gonna know. Like, that's kind of the beauty of hormones, which is it's great in a way. But I don't know. I wonder if it's a good thing or a bad thing for like such a large percentage of the trans community to be stealth. And obviously, it's kind of hard for me to talk about it because I'm not even on hormones yet. So like, what do I know about being stealth, right? I don't even know. Like, I have no idea right now if in 5 years I'll be stealth or out. But even an out trans guy, like when does that come into conversation? Like, like I was saying earlier, do you just like go around and say, "Hi, I'm Drew. I'm a trans guy"? No. I don't know. It's just a really weird thing for me to think about. And I feel like growing up in the queer community, because obviously I identify as a lesbian before coming out as trans, and you hear it all the time, like, come out, come out, come out, like, come out wherever you are. It's better for all of us when you're out. But, like, as a trans person, like, it's just not the same thing to be out, because we're only out for, like, 2 years max, like, once you're on hormones, assuming you get hormones in a timely manner. Not everyone does, but I would say a good percentage of people do. That's like, it's not the same thing. And I don't know, this is also kind of why I wonder why trans people are in the same boat with people who are LGBT, I guess. Like, I don't know. It's just trying to, like, express my opinion to the fullest here. Like, I think I just want a world where what you have between your legs doesn't matter. Like, it shouldn't, right? Like, what should it matter if I'm a man without a traditional bioman's penis, Like, because I never will. Even if I have bottom surgery that's really, really awesome, unless, supreme medical advancements are made, I'm not going to have a 100% typical bioman's dick. It's just not going to happen. It'll be close, maybe. I hope. If I have bottom surgery, I hope it will be close. But not going to be exactly right, because it's just not going to be. But, yeah. So, it's like, my thing is, like, it shouldn't matter if you're trans. But it shouldn't matter if you're gay, either. But it's like, gay people have only come so far because gay people come out and they're like, hey, I'm here and I'm queer and blah 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 blah. Just fantastic, by the way. But it's like trans people can't do the same thing. Like, we can't say we're here and we're queer because it's not obvious. Like, and it doesn't affect people in the same way. Like I said before, if you see me on the street in 5 years, more than likely you're just gonna see a regular guy walking around with his girlfriend. And I'm gonna look like any other straight man and look like I have absolutely no connection to the queer community. When actually, I have a lot of connection to the queer community. Like, I was born and raised a lesbian. Like, come on. I spent 2 decades identifying as a queer person with a vagina. Not a woman, but person with a vagina. A lesbian. Whatever. And, like, people have no idea. Like, at least if I was, like, a gay trans man, they'd be like, oh, those are those 2 gay guys that are there. Like, how cool. They're so queer and here. Okay. I feel like I'm really, really rambling here, but I want someone to, like, understand this dilemma I've been thinking about for the past few days. But, like, it's just... The thing is, I think, to kind of sum up everything I've been talking about, like, most people who are homosexual are at least moderately, like, detectable. Not everyone, obviously. Like, you can't tell if someone's gay by looking at their haircut or whatever, but let's be honest, a lot of the times, if you have gaydar, you can pick up on it. Like, oh, that girl's probably lesbian, or that guy probably likes dick. Which is great. It's nice to know, quite honestly. Once again, that's not the entire gay community, but it's a decent percentage of it, I think. But with trans people, like, you're not gonna know. Maybe with some trans women, or a small percentage of trans men. Obviously, this is, after they've been on hormones and have quote unquote transitioned. But it's so hard for us to be like visible and out, Like if I go walk in a pride march, people right now are gonna assume I'm, either a lesbian or a 13-year-old gay boy. They're not gonna think, oh, trans man, duh, obviously. No, they're gonna think, oh, some homo. That's cool. You do you. Autostraddle, friends. I hope you guys picked up on that. I'm really proud of myself for that one, actually. I love autostraddle. Yeah. I'm still kind of a lesbian at heart. I still read autostraddle and everything. Don't intend to stop, by the way. Don't intend to. But anyway, this is like a 12-minute video, so I'm gonna kind of cut it off because I kind of rambled the whole time. But if anyone like feels the same way I do, or like understands what I'm talking about, like leave a comment or like a response video. I know it hasn't been very like very condensed or succinct. I think that's the proper use of that word. But maybe someone else could like get what I'm saying. But anyway, I hope everyone's New Year's went great. I hope you guys were all safe or are gonna be safe going home. And yeah. Welcome to 2012, everybody. All right. Have a good night. Bye.